With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll start here with Jackson. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Dancing to his left. That's caught by Jackson. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll lead here to a third down.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion. On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Escaping the pressure right. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. On second down, this is Jackson. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Taken in left side, it's Wilson. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Mahomes now on 1st down. Going right back to Wilson. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Mahomes going to throw. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Mahomes rolling to his right. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 1st and goal at the 1. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Derrick Henry punching it in from a yard away. And the Steelers are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Mahomes now on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
No gain on the play there, second down. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Flushed out right. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. They set up the screen to Bo. They find some open field here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Steelers...
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium.
No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he's got some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Again, it's Murray. Room here to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 59 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Prescott. This one into the hands of Burton. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
On second down, here's Smith. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and second and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Throwing, Prescott. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Touchdown! Mike Burton. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
First down, Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Rodgers' throw taken in by Valdes-Scantling.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
First carry now for A.J. Dillon.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Dillon.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers escaping the pressure right.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flushed out right. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. A nice little gift there to start the ball game as they will begin things at the 40-yard line. On first down, Mahomes. And his first look is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now here's Mahomes. Open man is Michael Irvin, complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the legend, Ray Nitschke. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. deep for Gronkowski. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Forced out to his left.
A pass complete downfield. It's Valdes-Scantling. On the move past the 40.
Touchdown! Marquez Valdes-Scantling. 72 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes being chased out left.
That is caught by Lamb.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Mahomes now to throw. Letting one go deep here for Gronk.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it.
Eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Touchdown! 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think. And maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them because they're really outside of field goal range now, right? The opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Rodgers now on first down. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here going to be caught by Wilson.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 23. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They'll roll him out right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you know, you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose it down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go or throw it to a target and get that pass away.
So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the legend, Ray Nitschke. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
first and 10. Here's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Well, we knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
Rodgers throw into the hands of McLaurin.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Rodgers to throw once more. Flushed out right. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. First and goal. Here's Rodgers to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Throwing is Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play.
Now a diving catch made just beyond the line of scrimmage. And it's caught. Touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And this offense is running away with this one. Tucker with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Forced out to his left.
Open man, that's Gronkowski down the field.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Throwing now is Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing by 4 possessions.
Makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any confidence at all in the backup, or do they just have that much confidence in him? Able to throw 4 picks already, they're certainly hoping that he can turn things around and quickly.
That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw is Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to... And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the defense. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by the Hall of Famer Mel Blount.
And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Rodgers now on first down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Rodgers going to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. Steps away. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers.
Connection made on the out route to Valdez-Scantling.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Flush to his right.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked by the Hall of Famer Mel Blount.
And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Hey, 43, 15.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. Gronk, so tough to cover. Sometimes the flag's going to come out.
His size and his ability create a lot of these pass interference calls. If you're trying to go through him to get to the ball, that's almost impossible, and he benefits on the play.
Mahomes now on 1st down. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Mahomes. And he will be hit from behind and run over. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And with the terrible towels waving wildly, we are underway from Pittsburgh. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run once more with Dillon. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's going to look deep down the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. Finding room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now it's Rodgers.
Going right back to Wilson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
And every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. That's to his running back, complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. From the 27, Rodgers, man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 16. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
On second down, Dillon.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
A.J. Dillon.
A 16-yard touchdown run. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Offense set to get this drive started. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. Here's Dillon. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
Keep 15, keep 15.
On 2nd and 15 now. Mahomes. Under pressure, and down he goes. Darnell Dockett. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's gonna let this one go deep. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Defender was right there in his shorts. Is that one of those situations as a DB where you just tip your cap and say, nice catch?
Well, you're supposed to. But a true competitor, he's not tipping his cap at all. He's upset he still didn't make the play. If it's a 50-50 ball or a moment of truth, he's got to win more than his fair share of them as well.
Probably especially angry because if it was incomplete, would have been fourth down.
Exactly.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Dillon now on 1st and 10.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is caught by Edelman. Touchdown, Raiders. A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Raiders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Folk connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 33.
I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And they'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give him 30 yards there. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
From the gun, it's Dillon.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. In on the tackle there, Ray Nitschke, and his heyday, it was before my day, it was before your day, but he was something else.
I can still see that 6'6" on his jersey and him rattling running backs and getting after quarterbacks. He used to wrap his forearms up, and he just had the big flipper would come up and thump people in the chest. He was an absolute marvel playing in the linebacker position, especially right there in the middle. A Hall of Famer in 1978, and deservedly so.
And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
They'll run here with Dillon.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Again, it'll be Dillon.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that.
That's going to be caught by Carmichael for a Las Vegas touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Raiders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Extra point up and good by Folk, and that makes the score 14-7.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by 9-time Pro Bowler Ed Reed.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Now Rodgers. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now here's a throw that's complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. On third down, here's Dillon.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers flushed out right. Pass incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. On first down, Rodgers eluding the pressure right. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Flush to his right.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
A dime look defensively for the Raiders on third down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. Rodgers now to throw.
He has a man. It's complete to Wilson.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. To throw, it's Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Raiders are going to take over once again.